Hello, co-creators. I am Kelly Keith and I am your spiritual baddie. And today we'll be doing a collective energy check-in. All right, so let's go ahead and jump right in. All right, so I pulled this for you. It is hold your center. Okay? You see that? I'm going to read it from the book. Before I do that, I had been guided to this soul consciousness book before the Lightworkers Oracle message, right? And I pulled heart center. I pulled heart center. I pulled solar plexus. Okay? And what that means to me, which validated this card that I pulled, the hold your center, right? It says heart center, solar plexus center. Like, it's like a breadcrumb. This whole message is like a little form of breadcrumbs here, there, and there, just to create this message for you. If you were guided here, this message is for you. There's no doubt about that, okay? So your heart center represents, obviously, the chakra, your heart chakra, which is your heart. And it represents love, compassion, empathy, body and mental centers, balanced in indulgence, in material desires towards spiritual attainment. Okay? The solar plexus center is your navel. It's the most active in every person at this time. It is the seat of will and is concerned with personal power. Okay, so keeping your personal power right now. These are messages that were meant to come out for the collective right now about your heart center, love and compassion, empathy, and the solar plexus. And that is it's the emotional body. It's the heart. It's the heart of the emotional body. Okay? Full conscious mediumship represents a higher state of spiritual attainment than trance. Since conscious control is the full state of self-mastery, its highest use is peace and goodwill towards all humanity. Okay, so the solar plexus is a center where we are all headed towards connecting more, living from our soul, our solar plexus. Okay, being connected to our spirit self. We get those divine messages through our solar plexus. Okay. And then the heart center, from there, we communicate to the heart center, which is balancing of the body and the mental state. So it's like we all of our chakras are connected, but what the message was coming through is that we're supposed to hold our center right now, okay? That's the solar plexus, and the heart center is from the messages that started this whole process of me sharing with you what needed to come through today. Okay? So the conscious trance, okay, it's not necessarily trance. It's, what did they say? Full conscious mediumship represents a higher state of spiritual attainment. Okay, back in the day, people would go into a full trance state. The mediums back in the day, right? Like Edgar Cayce, what they called him, the sleeping prophet, okay? In today's world, through meditation and connecting, like my last video, the Trinity of the divine self, okay? your soul self, your spirit, and your sun, okay? Connecting all of your spiritual bodies and learning to act when inspired and not just to act when you're feeling like you need to just be doing something. Actually having inspired action comes when you are working together with your Trinity, okay? And back in the day, the sleeping prophet, the trance channelers, they weren't conscious while they were channeling information. Well, in today's world, living and working through your solar, actively working with your solar plexus, you are actually getting those divine messages and acting on them. And that's how you're going to be successful in 2024 and on in life, okay? So understanding and being aware that we are all moving towards being conscious channelers, consciously having this transform a spirit. That's the goal, is to have the full spiritual transformation. The spiritual attainment happens when we let go of overindulging and we balance, really the balancing the material, okay, desires with moving into your spiritual attainment. Spiritual transformation happens when you balance everything, your divine self. Everything else will domino. Everything, the little breadcrumbs just start coming after that. Like the next step happens when the next step is supposed to happen. So everything is in divine timing. So the message right now that's coming through is hold your center, and you see the spirit, you see your soul's Trinity there, okay? And you see holding your center, she's not acting. She's not being inspired to act. She's being inspired to relax. She's being inspired to become aware right now of her power, her personal power within. Knowing and holding on to your personal power, not giving it away. Your solar plexus is about knowing that others can trigger you to give away your personal power, but not when you're connected to your Trinity self. You won't be giving your personal power away anymore. So let me go ahead and read from the book about holding your center, okay? I'm just going to read right through, and then we'll talk about it after, and then I will go ahead and bring more messages through that need to come through. Okay. Have you been rushing out to meet others, trying to bend or accommodate their needs at the expense of your own well-being and inner peace? Okay, at the expense of your own well-being and inner peace. Now you are to strengthen your own energy, your own boundaries, to find your ground. Firmly place your feet there and do not move. Feel your feet anchoring you like a beautiful tree. Let yourself experience quiet certainty as you hold your center with commitment, courage, and consciousness. Okay? So basically balance. I'm getting hot. I don't know if it's this light or what. Okay. You are learning to trust in your own instincts. So take your own journey without comparison to the life path of another. There is no need to become disheartened or distracted by comparisons or judgments. The earth needs your light, which can only come from you. You will offer so much less if you try to make it match your beauty to what you perceive to be the beauty of another. Much less, yeah. You will offer so much less if you try to make it match your beauty to what you perceive to be beauty of another. So yeah, not looking outside yourself for the beauty, seeing it within. Many souls who are different and unique were not understood, acknowledged, and valued for whom they were as children. Instead, they were encouraged to conform, to change, to be other than their true self in order to be loved. This can be a hard pattern to break, yet the time is here for you to love and honor yourself as yourself. You are beautiful. You do not need to change for another. You certainly do not need to change for the divine. You are being encouraged instead to distill your essence to become even more of you. Hold your center now and do not be rattled by any other through intimidation, confrontation, doubt, jealousy, or fear. To hold your center means you accept your innate value and worth, your right to exist and thrive, and accept the love that created you as you in order to fulfill your divine destiny. This oracle brings you confirmation you are on the right path. You do not need to collapse into fear or doubt to ease old guilt or make others more comfortable. It is not selfish or hard of you to be strong. You can hold yourself in high esteem and be gentle and loving to others whilst absolutely refusing to accept any behavior or belief or attitude of another that would tear you down or cast you into doubt or self-hatred. We don't want to be in doubt. As part of your spiritual training, your soul learned to be open to receive guidance and channel healing. This is what you needed to be able to do to function as a healer, a channel, and light worker. If you were guided here, you were those things, one or all of those things. You had to be sensitive, receptive, and open. Now is the time to balance that with resilience, strength, and even some divine stubbornness. Refusing to give up on who you are while remaining open to guidance is the balance of loving wisdom necessary to grow yourself as a divinely unique individual in a world that often fears true individuality. Simply because it cannot be easily controlled. Holding your center doesn't mean that you no longer surrender. Instead, you consciously choose to surrender into divine love and grow more empowered with that connection of the Trinity, right? Of self, being connected and working with your higher self daily. Let me continue. You are here to shine a light, to be the lighthouse for others. The lighthouse doesn't ask for permission to shine. It stands still, shines faithfully, and those who need it are guided by its light to safety. Do not lose faith in yourself, beloved soul. You know who you are. Be strong, honor your inner beauty and your personal boundaries. You need to feel safe in your ability to say no as much as you need to know that you will say yes when your heart guides you to do so. Be true to you. Okay? Being true to you, what feels good is God. Period. Okay? I am empowered. Okay, so this is like an invocation, like an affirmation. Just by listening to it, you are claiming it. And if at the end you don't want to claim it, which I don't know why you wouldn't want to, you say you don't claim it. Okay? You say it's not my truth or whatever. I am empowered. And you do this with anything in life. Anything you ever watch or see that triggers you or makes you feel some type of way, you just say, well, I don't claim that. That's not my truth. That's all you have to do for anything to keep your personal power intact for anything that you're ever watching or, seeing anywhere in the world. That's not my truth. Or hearing from somebody. That is not my truth. That's all you have to do. Okay? I am empowered by divine love to hold my center, to be in my truth, to stay strong, to be in my integrity, and to act with courage. The only energy I invite and allow to remain in my field is that which supports me unconditionally and with genuine love. I love my boundaries. They are the way that I lovingly choose which energy to invite into my life and which energy I choose to pass right by me. I do not judge, but I do choose wisely. I love myself and my life path now. I hold myself with powerful and caring commitment. May all beings know their true inner strength through my own free will and unconditional love. So be it. Okay. So, right now at this time, all of us are connecting to our higher selves, becoming one with the Trinity of the divine consciousness, Christ consciousness, connected, to become conscious channels of light and love, unconditional love, channeling it throughout our life, whether that be through any kind of creative activity we're doing, content creating like I'm doing here, being an athlete of some kind of sport you're doing, you're channeling divine information so you can have more fun, so you can play, so you can get that experience that your soul came here to experience, but doing it totally connected, you will experience such a higher vibrational state. You will act in grace, with grace towards others around you. You will constantly be choosing to be free, having that free will, learning to have correct use of will, correct use of will, instead of not correct use of will. Free will. Having the freedom to choose what what is for your highest good, consciously. Learning to channel the information clearly, because you're building that relationship with your higher self, your soul self, your real self. Okay? That is what's happening right now in the world. This shift that's happening around us all, that is the energy that is coming through, that the message that wanted to come through today. In order for you to feel successful, for you to be successful in your relationships, with your careers, with your raising your children, with building businesses, with your schooling, with all your education and learning, all your life experiences and your missions that you came here to experience, your soul's mission. Okay? Living life more simple, not sweating the small stuff. I'm seeing like decluttering your life so you can let in more space for more fun, more love, and more awakening to what you need and what you do not need, be it people, places, things right now. Okay? Having more fun, playing, maybe going to a beach, building a sandcastle, or traveling to do that. Actually, like as a kid, building a sandcastle. Like if you live in a middle state of getting to a beach, you would have to travel kind of far. So like actually taking that initiative to get to connect to your inner child that way. I'm seeing messages come through for people. And then others that are closer to the beach. This is a time to go and get connected through your inner child. It doesn't even have to be at a beach, just through play. Anything that represents playing for you. Balancing your energy of work and play, being connected and hearing those messages clearly, going within. If you hear something, that's my dog, sorry. Letting go of loneliness, learning to be comfortable with being alone in your life at this time. Releasing anything that has been shifting, something that was not a solid foundation, something that has been slowly starting to crumble in your life, be it people, places, things, letting that stuff go, seeing it for what it is, and actually taking action towards moving on and letting it go, acting towards building something more stable that you've already been thinking about. I'm seeing this for you. You've already had something. There's something you have in mind. It can be so many different things. Take it how it resonates. Whatever has not been stable in your life, it's time to step away from it and act towards doing something that feels good. Something that hasn't been feeling good and it's been starting to crumble needs to finally just crumble. Leave it behind. Let it go. Release it. Have that revelation and actually act on that inspiration, and you will be more successful in doing so. Being less impulsive, but feeling daring, being kind of like a fearless, having no fear, letting go of fear. Fear is false evidence appearing real, right? So it's not even, in order to be successful right now, fear of fail, that's what it is. Okay, thank you. Fear of failure, letting go of fear of false evidence appearing real. Fear does not exist. The only thing that humans should ever fear, there's only one truth about fear. Is loud noises, because we are energy. Loud noises is the only thing that is a true fear to have, like that, that the sound of loud noises is something to fear. That's something that's a truth of fear. That is something to fear. Other than that, there is no fear. Fear does not exist in the human's truth. In humans' truth, that fear does not exist. It's false evidence appearing real. No matter what it is, it's something you created. It's not real. It's something that was conditioned, whatever the reason is. Leaving fear behind, being brave at this time, being a leader, helping the next person, okay? Being a mentor for the next person, or seeking a mentor at this time. Being more bold and passionate, being more passionate in your life, energetic, and yes, following those inspirations, following your passions. I'm hearing that's what you're doing right now, or you're about to do. You're gonna leave behind whatever has been unstable, and you are going to start moving towards what feels good and that you are more passionate about. That is what I'm hearing. I'm hearing that there is an awakening between two different areas of your life right now. It's going to be different for different people. That there's a choice to be made, and deciding and becoming aware, so you can awaken to those two things. There's two things. And you've been in denial of these things. You've been having a closed heart. You've had your head like in the sand, like trying to avoid making the choice between becoming aware of two things. There's two things that you're awakening to right now. What are the two things? What kind of things? It's about passion, your passion, things that you're passionate about. That could be so many different things. There's two things. And I'm hearing there is a new beginning. You're realizing that you're awakening to the fact that you don't have to choose between those two things. You've been stalling, but you didn't need to. You can do both. That's what I'm hearing. You can do both. You do not need to stall and trying to make those decisions. All you have to do is one at a time. Do one thing first and then start on the next. I'm hearing follow through with your passions with one thing, and then when you get kind of tired of that, you can move on to the next. And then the next day, you can go back to the one thing, and then halfway through, there's so many hours in the day. There's so many hours in the day. You can do both. There's no reason to be stopping and pausing right now, other than you're not having the inspiration to act. It could be some of you, the inspiration hasn't come, but when it does, I'm seeing you helping others, mentoring others, and working towards those two passions that you have right now. Because you are consciously channeling your divine spirit right now. And you're starting to get clear and more clarity and alignment with your higher self, your trinity of self, and those messages are coming through so clearly. And if they're not, they're about to. And when they do, it's going to be happening fast for you. If you let go of the fear. That's what I'm hearing and seeing. So yeah, new beginnings, the spark, a creation, like I said, there's going to be a lot of positivity towards, you're going to feel good. It's going to make you feel these passion projects. You're going to know what they are because you're going to feel freedom. You're going to feel it's going to be easy. It's going to be simple. It's going to feel good. It's going to feel smooth. And if it feels easy, too easy, then it is meant to be. It's not the reverse saying that we're used to hearing. If it feels too easy, it's meant to be. Okay? So I'm here seeing like there's some truths. You're very analytical. You're trying to balance and get karmic justice at this time in your life. You're being guided to just act. If there's been a place you want to visit, to go in a car or a plane, somewhere you want to travel, you're unstoppable. Like I'm seeing this unstoppable, like you know where you want to go, so just go. There's nothing gonna stop you from going where you want to go. You're not going to allow anybody to stop you. I'm hearing, what is it about where? It's something to go and have some fun. Somewhere to go have fun. Like to ride scooters, or to ride bikes, or somewhere that you've been wanting to go, you're gonna go. And it's gonna be happening soon. Or you need to start planning to do this, and don't let anybody stop you. Don't let anybody detour you at this time. maybe social media. There's a place that you've been seeing that you want to visit. You've been seeing it on social media. Go. I'm hearing you're gonna go, or you should just go. Have fun right now. Focus on having fun, no matter what that is. I'm seeing travel. That's what it is. You're gonna be traveling. You're gonna be traveling, or you need to be traveling more. Having more fun, doing more activities in life right now, at this time. If you're guided by your self, your soul self, you're getting this feeling when you see something online or on a movie or something, I'm seeing you're gonna feel it. It's gonna feel good to you in your navel area, the solar plexus area. You're gonna feel butterflies. Anything that is associated with that solar plexus, the messages that you're getting from your divine self is gonna feel like butterflies. It's gonna feel so good. You need to act on that at this time, or start planning that trip, okay? What else at this time? You're gonna be seeing something victorious. There's something gonna be happening. You're gonna feel victory, be it with your relationship or some kind of education, something you're studying right now. You're gonna get some bright idea. Maybe it could be towards love, but it doesn't have to be. It's more like you're learning more about yourself right now, and you're being guided by your higher self to learn more about what you like and what you don't like, and what is good is God and what is not good is not of God for you. So to know the difference, to be listening to those butterflies, feeling those butterflies within, is your solar plexus center, and that is connecting to your heart center, which is giving you those messages from your Trinity self. When you are fully connected, you will get those butterfly feelings in your stomach. In your navel area is your solar plexus. That is your higher self, your Trinity self, communicating with you the messages to act. To when you get those inspirations to travel, or to study something, or to go get a book, or to start a new course, do it. Do it when you're guided at that moment. That is when you're holding on to your personal power, and you're being a conscious channel, acting towards your best next step for you. Okay? I'm seeing you being able to have foresight into your future easier. I'm being told to tell you to use your cards more and validate any messages you're seeing or hearing from me or online, or when you pull your own cards, go and validate them with me or other YouTubers, that are your spiritual people that you are guided towards. And you're going to get confirmation, I'm hearing, about what you're foreseeing for yourself is going to be on point. The messages that you're getting right now is going to be on point. They are on point. When you just go and check them and validate them, you're going to get that validation, and you're going to see more and more that you're in alignment. What feels good is God. You're on the right path. And that was the message from Hold Your Center too, is that you are on the right path right now. And that is the messages that are coming through for you. And I'm also hearing, try to save your money right now. Try to focus on saving money as much as possible right now. Whenever you found this message, it's really important to try to save your money and to try to recognize what you do have. Have gratitude for what you do have, and try not to focus on lack. Try to focus on saving money, so that way you're not focused on lack right now. So yeah, that was your messages. Those were your messages. Let me say that more clear. And I hope you enjoyed, and bye for now.